Well, Al Jazeera has spoken to some of the rape victims, and here are their testimonies.
I was paralyzed with fear. I was in disbelief, shame. When I reported it to the commander, he said it was better for me to deal with it after being discharged. Nobody helped me, not even the chaplain.
My experience left me torn apart physically, mentally, and spiritually. I was dehumanized and treated with ultimate cruelty. And being part of an elite organization that values brotherhood, integrity, and faithfulness made it hard to come forward.
Through the gossip mill, we would hear of women who had reported being raped. No confidentiality was maintained, nor any protection given to victims. The boys' club culture is strong and the competition exclusive. That forces many not to report rape because it is a blemish and can ruin your career.
Well, we also approached the US Department of Defense, and this was their response. We understand this is very important for everyone to get involved in preventing sexual assault and are calling on everyone to get involved, step in and watch each other's backs. We understand that one sexual assault is too many in the DoD. We have an office working on prevention and response. Well, we're joined now by one woman who herself has experienced sexual trauma in the military and has since founded the veterans advocacy group VetWow. Susan Avila-Smith, thank you very much for joining us from Seattle. Now, you've talked to thousands of people who've suffered military sexual trauma. What have they been telling you?
Basically, they've been telling me the same story since World War II. That the victim is continually re-victimized and the perpetrator essentially goes free. So it's kind of turning the tables, and it's a way of making the victims shut up, which is the reason most are not reported.
Why is this so systemic in the military?
The military is not held accountable, and there's no reason that they should be, even though they've developed this new SAPRO and SARC program to stop rape in the military. They have not done anything to hold the perpetrators accountable or the commanders who make the decisions accountable. So a commander can decide, oh, well, we're going to make him pick up trash for 6 hours instead of sending him to jail. Or they can decide not to do anything if they like the man better than they like the victim of the rape. So it's not going monitored. The Congress has done nothing to hold the military accountable, and they've been getting away with it for years. I don't see anything changing.
From reading the online reports that we have on our website, it appears that these victims of abuse are far too easily isolated by their tormentors.
They are. Usually they're a supervisor or a command. In fact, since the Iraq War has begun, they have coined a new term, command rape. And that's where the commander will say, well, if you sleep with me, then I will make sure that nobody in the command rapes you. So it's a coercion of sexual assault. Also with the generators and the number of people over there, nobody's going to hear anyone screaming. It's epidemic in the system, and the military has been able to get away with not addressing this by forming this SARC and SAPRO office and deflecting public knowledge about what's really going on.
So what do you make of the Department of Defense's response there, that they're calling on everyone to get involved, to watch each other's back? Do you think that's going to make the slightest bit of difference?
No, I mean, we're trained to watch each other's back in the military. That is what the military is about. Protect your buddy. You're on the buddy system. You go to war with your buddy. You keep your buddy alive. You don't rape them. And so it's completely contrary to our training that we should not fear the people that we work with.
So what's your advice to people who are being sexually abused in the military?
My advice is to go seek civilian help, to try to stay out completely of the military jurisdiction if possible, to not get involved legally through JAG or any other office, because it's a no-win situation for the victim. Anybody who can go to a rape crisis center, get a rape kit done, that rape kit will not disappear like it does with CID, OIS, or NCIS, which are the military investigatory services. Paperwork disappears, records are sanitized. This has been standard operating procedure since the 1940s. The McDowell checklist has been established to prove the credibility of the victim to be false, which means that they can be charged with conduct unbecoming, filing false charges, and if they or the rapist is married at the time of the rape, they can be charged with adultery, which carries a 26-year sentence in the military. And this is what causes most of the victims who have come forward to shut up and never talk about it again.
Certainly sounds like a highly distressing situation. Susan Avila-Smith, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us.